Look, nothing. Whoops. Hi guys, Q64 here, and this is a part of my Steelbook Collection video that I just ran out of time doing this. I wanted to talk about some of the ways I display Steelbooks and protective cases and some other stuff that's auxiliary to Steelbooks. That video is just going to be about Steelbook Collection. So this video is going to be talking about a great way to display your Steelbook. So what I have in my hand is a student driver bumper sticker. This is a magnet, and I buy a 3-pack of these on Amazon. I'll put the link below, and you can cut these in. I cut these into thirds, and then I take a command strip and then stick this up on the wall. Let me show you how I have it on my shelf back here. So looking at it, you can kind of tell this is, my Steelbooks are just kind of stuck there. These, you can just slide this off. You slide the Steelbook off and you can see the magnets right there. It works very well. It does not damage the discs at all. I've used these for 2 years now, maybe more than that. It's a great way to display your Steelbooks if you, especially if you live in an apartment or you're in a rental where you can't really put holes in the wall. What's really good about these magnets is that you can easily switch out Steelbooks. When stuff gets boring, just take the Steelbook off and put another Steelbook up. I only have 8 or 10 of these at this point. I have not put any on the wall since I moved. So what I decided to do was line these onto my bookshelf. I think this is really cool. Again, it kind of gives fills up the blank, empty black space that would have been here on the bookshelf with displaying cool Steelbooks and great cover art. So that's one thing that I think a lot of people probably should do. Or like when I buy physical media, I really like the art on the front. That's usually why I buy Steelbooks. Well, there's a multitude of reasons why I buy Steelbooks or prefer Steelbooks. But one of the main reasons why is a lot of the art is very interesting and dynamic and isn't just a picture of the movie poster on the front or whatever. They actually try and do different things with the covers on Steelbooks, and that's what I like about them. And if you're just sticking them on a shelf, you can't see the front art, which is kind of the reason you bought it in the first place. So if you are in an apartment, especially, it's a great way to display your Steelbooks, and it's basically like you give yourself art. So it's multi-purpose now. You can have art on your wall, which is Steelbooks. So that's kind of cool. Again, I'll put this in the link below, but you can pretty much use any magnet you want. I buy a 3-pack of these. I think they're $6 on Amazon. Yeah, again, it's really cheap. I mean, with one of these, you can put 10 on the wall. So for $6, you can display your Steelbooks. A very cheap, cool way to display Steelbooks. And if you're getting into collecting Steelbooks, this is probably a good way to display them and keep them separate from the rest of your collection. So speaking of which, I will be talking about great ways to start your collection if you're starting a physical media collection. Because yes, I obviously have a lot of movies, but I didn't get them all overnight, and there's specific ways I got them, and suggestions I would make to people on starting collections. So that video will be coming later. But as far as Steelbooks go, let me give you a quick demonstration. If you take this, this will give you an idea. Okay, check this. So, Goonies, boom. That's how well. Look. Nothing. Whoops. The Steelbook survived, guys. It's fine. Okay, the reason why that came off was because it slid down, kind of like how I demonstrated earlier. As far as sticking to it, it works really well. Just don't put it on a bumper sticker and shake it around like an idiot like I just did. I was starting to feel like the ShamWow guy. Are you following me, camera guy? The other thing I would suggest is these. So these are actually, I think, designed for plates in a kitchen. You can use these for displaying movies. It's very simple. This is, I obviously have a lot of them displayed this way behind me, but it's very simple. You just set it on a shelf and there you go. Boom. Display. That's about it. You can find these on Amazon. There's multiple different kinds you can get. I've actually gotten 2 different kinds. This one has rubber. One of the ones back there, I bought a 5-pack or something like that, or a more wider style. But either way, try and get black because it tends to blend in better, especially if you have a black background. They may have different colors. I haven't really looked into it. But black's really good, and it basically can go with any of the movies that you're wanting to display. So I prefer the rubber ones over the wire ones. Obviously, I think that you're not going to scratch your Steelbooks if you're displaying Steelbooks on this. And you can display regular movies as well. I do that as well. The main reason why I do that is because, again, as I mentioned before, I like the front cover art on a lot of movies, and when they're sitting up on a shelf sideways, obviously you have to do it that way to maximize space. But if you have the space, or you want to make your collection look bigger than it really is, use this. So one of the last things I want to talk about is this real quick. Now, this isn't really about display as much as protecting your Steelbooks, but you can obviously use it as part of your display for sure. I ordered 10 of these. They come in they're flat. They're flat. You build them out and then you put a movie in them. Let me see if I got one down here. Yeah. So Spider-Man Far From Home, or Spider-Man European Vacation, as I prefer to call it. This is in a case. It does protect it. Steelbooks are very prone to fingerprints. They're very, unless some of them are matte finish, so they aren't as prone as other ones. But most of the Steelbooks are very prone to fingerprints, and it's really annoying. Like, you can't even pull it off your shelf without leaving your greasy fingerprints all over it. Plus, well, I just dropped something. Plus, it protects from scratches, which, as long as you're not throwing your Steelbooks around the room, you probably don't have to worry about it so much. Or if you have them all together, I guess it's possible to scratch them. Some could be easily scratched. I don't really have that problem, so I won't really use these. I just kind of wanted to buy them out of a curiosity to just see how I felt about them. So my feelings on them are this. If you are like super worried about protecting your Steelbooks, these are pretty good. Again, I got a 10-pack for like $15, was it? Maybe. So a little more than $1 a piece. It's kind of pricey, especially considering you can just buy a whole new Steelbook for $15. But it is interesting. I think that if you're using them on the holders, it could probably be good. Maybe help protect them, especially if you're putting them on wire holders. Again, I buy the rubber ones now, but you just put them together. They're fairly simple to put together. They take about a minute or two for each one of them, and then you put the movie in, and there you go. I don't know. I don't know if I won't recommend them unless again, there's a couple I have that are very fingerprint prone that I put them on those. Okay. It is worth that. I will say that. So it's just a couple of ways on which I display my Steelbooks. There's obviously lots of different ways, but I kind of just wanted to share that with you guys in case you were interested. Again, this is part of my trying to do some more physical media-esque type videos. Really, I'm just trying to get more videos and content out there to you guys. There's lots of things I want to cover and talk about. Yeah, this was kind of a cool, easy video to do. I really like this. I like just talking to you guys. How do you guys display your Steelbooks? What do you think about Steelbooks? Are fingerprints a major concern of yours? Because the fingerprints do get on my nerves. Not going to lie. I really hate the fingerprints. The one downside, sorry, I know I was wrapping this up. The one downside to doing this, if you put the protective cases on this, the magnet doesn't work. So one of the main things I wanted to buy this for, other than to just test them out, is I kind of wanted to protect my ones that are up on the wall, or they're going to be up on the wall, the ones that are on a magnet. But the whole purpose behind buying these, it seems kind of pointless because it doesn't stick to the magnet. The magnet will not stick to this through the case. So that kind of sucks. So just a fair warning if you were planning on doing that. So I just want to thank you all for joining me on this kind of rambling video. Hopefully it was somewhat informative for you guys and somewhat entertaining. At least dropping the Steelbook is entertaining. I really am kind of curious as to what you guys think about some of this stuff, and if you're going to use any of these display ideas, or if these were already ideas you're implementing or you already knew about. Again, thank you all for joining me. Hope you all are staying safe. Thank you, subscribers. You guys are awesome. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm Geechu64, and I'll always tell you the truth.